Hi everyone. On today's episode of Wii Teach You, I'm going to show you how to play media files, such as music and video, on your Wii. Now, unfortunately, the best methods that we have so far are still pretty ad hoc, and it's unlikely that things are going to get better until we can actually run homebrew code on the Wii. But for those of you that either can't wait or you just want your Wii to do everything, this is the guide for you. There are two methods that I'm going to be talking about. The first one involves loading your media onto a standard SD card for playback through the Wii Photo channel. And the second method involves streaming media from your PC over a network onto the Wii Opera browser. So without further ado, let's get started. Playing MP3s on your Wii using an SD card is the simplest method of getting music onto your Wii because the Wii by default automatically understands and reads the MP3 format. Now the first thing that you're going to need is a standard secure digital memory card, something like this. They're extremely cheap nowadays and you can usually pick up about a 1 GB card for about 15 bucks online. Plus they have the added benefit of being used for storing game saves as well as virtual console games if you happen to run out of space on your Wii unit. Now, the next thing you're going to need is a way to get MP3s onto the card itself. Now, I'm not going to go into all the different types of card readers that are out there, but you can usually pick one up at any computer or electronics store. I have one built into my laptop, so it's going to be convenient for this demo. Now that we have the tools that you're going to need, let's go ahead and actually put some MP3s onto the memory card. The most important thing to remember if you want to use this method is that you're going to have at least one photo file on the memory card along with your music, because we're using the photo channel to actually play the files. So you can just grab any picture file you can find, and you'll see why this is important later. Now, I'm going to copy over the I Know Karate CD and just some random picture. And the directory structure doesn't matter, so you can actually just place the files anywhere onto the memory card and the Wii's just going to pick them up. Okay, so now that we have our single picture and all of our music loaded onto our SD card and put inside our Wii, let's go inside the photo channel. Make sure you select digital camera and you'll see that the Wii has found one photo file, and that's the single photo that we put onto our SD card. So in order to play back your music, you're going to have to use the slideshow setting. So we'll go ahead and select slideshow and hit A to interrupt the loading. Now go into change settings and under music, select choose song. You'll see that all of the different MP3 files that we had selected and put onto our SD card are now available to us. And if we single click with A onto any one of these song files, they'll actually start to play. But if you go down past all the MP3 files, you'll see there's an option that says all MP3 files. And if you select this option, then it'll start playing back all the MP3 files together as a sequential selection of files. Unfortunately, the biggest limitation between this is the fact that there's no way to randomize or generate your own playlists. Everything is just done from one song to the next. So that's it. Now you can just go back and resume your slideshow, and the single file will loop over and over and over, and all of your MP3 music will play. That's all it takes to load MP3s onto the Wii. Playing videos on your Wii is very similar to playing MP3s, except the Wii can't directly read the video files on their own. They're going to have to be pre-processed. Since these video files will be played on the Wii Photo channel, they're going to have to be in a format that the Wii can understand. And this format is the same format that digital cameras use to capture movies and uses MJPEG compression. To do the conversion, we'll be using a program called Wii Video 9 by a company called Red Kawa. I'll be providing links in the show notes to a similar program for the Mac. So once you've downloaded and installed the program, we'll start converting our videos. Okay, so now that you've downloaded and installed the program from the website, let's go ahead and run the Wii Video 9 software. It's a really simple program, and we'll be going through the one-step conversion process. Now, it's going to look a little funky on my screen because I've got a really low resolution, but this button says one-click convert, and that's the option that we're going to be using. Now, the program is really versatile in that it accepts a wide variety of media formats, including AVI, MPEG, QuickTime, and even DVD VOB files. I'm going to be converting a QuickTime file that's a really rough version of our intro from the podcast. So all you have to do is now, with the file selected, hit open. and the Wii Video 9 software will automatically start transcoding it into the format that the Wii can understand. And that's it. Our video is now converted. Okay, now with your media file put onto your SD card, go back into the photo channel and select digital camera. You'll see that the Wii has said that it has found one movie file. If we go ahead and say view, you'll see that the video file is right there and ready to be viewed. And all we need to do to play it back is just click on it once. That's it. You've successfully gotten video and transcoded it and brought it onto your Wii for playback. And that's it. So now you know how to get media onto your Wii using an SD memory card. Now, I know I said that we'd be covering streaming media from a network PC or Mac onto your Wii, but unfortunately there just isn't enough time in this section of the podcast to cover it. What I'm going to do for you, however, is put up a special separate section of Wii Teach You on the website just dedicated to streaming media onto your Wii. It's going to come out within the next couple of days after this podcast is released, so keep your eyes fixed onto the website. That's it for today's episode of Wii Teach You. Now let's get back to the podcast.